Okay, everybody. So this is the PHET Building Compounds Lab. I've seen a lot of questions about this. One, there is a video for you to watch. So if you just open the assignment and you just start working without paying attention to the instructions that your teacher gives you to make sure that you know how to do the assignment because you think you can just do it on your own and then you're going to understand it. And then you start asking a bunch of questions that teachers might have already answered when they made the video in the first place, then you might be struggling with the assignment. Okay, I'll stop. So, that's okay if you are. If you're that person, I'm not judging you. I'm teaching you that that's unwise, right? So you have a video in case you haven't watched it. It's called the PHET Lab tutorial. And that's where I actually show you how to use the PHET Lab and what's expected in each part of the lab. And if you didn't watch the video, maybe you have a bunch of questions because you really are trying to figure out something without one reading or watching the instructions. So those are very important. Just like taking a test. If you don't read the question carefully, sometimes you get it wrong. And it's not because you don't know the answer. It's because you didn't pay attention to the details and understand what is being asked. So this is the PHET Lab. And we are going to look at here the collection one. So I'm going to go over collection one and do that with us so you can see how to do this correctly. And hopefully today everyone can finish this assignment without any issues. All right, so we're in build a molecule. We're going to pick single. Collection one, number one, H2O. So I have one H or two H's and one O. That's H2O, and I'm going to match it over here. I'll put my camera in the middle so you can see my beautiful face. Right? There's H2O right there. And then that's two hydrogens and one oxygen. And so in my assignment, right, where I'm looking at that, it says, what elements did I use? I used hydrogen and oxygen. There's two H's and one O. And this is a compound because it is made of two different elements. The difference between a compound and an element is when you have two different elements, that's a compound. And if you have a molecule that's all the same element, that would be still an element. We're not calling that a compound. Okay. So O2 is a good example of this. And I'll make O2 here. Okay. So let's go to the lab and we'll go over. Okay. Now O2, that's 1O, 2O. Bam. O2. I'm going to put it here. That's what it looks like. It makes a ding, which makes me feel happy. It also makes me think there's like something in the oven that tastes or smells really good. And I want to eat it right now. Sorry, I like food. But there we go. Now I'm going to go into my document. O2. What elements are in it? Just oxygen. How many? 2 oxygen. Compound or element? It is an element because it is just one thing. And then picture. Now, I'm going to do this to show you in case you're having trouble with getting a picture from the lab. This is an easy way. You can just go to Google, just go O2, click it, right, and go images. And obviously that's not, there we go. Here's a picture. If I want to do this, I can just go this, copy image. Then I can go to my document, and in here I can go paste image, and then I can make the picture shrink so it's not so huge, and voila, that's fine. If I want to center it, then I can click the middle, and that's going to let me move it around so I can actually move it into here. Well, I'm being silly. Let's just leave it like that. Okay. Got it? So you can just copy and paste a picture if you need to, if getting the picture from the actual document is a pain. So I could keep doing this real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build all my molecules. H2 is H and H. And then I'm going to come put it here. Ding, right? CO2, 1C, 2 O's. connecting into two ends. Oh, and I'm done. Okay, so this is where you would take a screenshot. So you're going to go here, screenshot, click on screenshot. It'll take a screenshot of the whole thing. It saves that right here. I'm going to go. So, and then when I go to my document, after I do all this, so this is hydrogen, and I have 2H, and it is an element because it's just hydrogen. And I'll copy and paste a picture there. This is carbon, and oxygen, right? Two different elements. I have one carbon, and I have two oxygen. And so since I have two different elements, this is a compound. And I can go copy and paste a picture in here from Google, or I can crop it down from the lab itself. Okay, this is nitrogen. I have two nitrogen, and this is an element because it is just nitrogen. And I can copy and paste a picture there. Insert your screenshot below. So below here, I'm going to go right below. There's a line. Now I can go to insert image, and I'm going to go from computer, and the build a molecule screenshot is what just downloaded, and I click bam, and there's my picture, and my camera's not in it, which is cool. But there we go. And then I just would move on to the next collection. So collection 1, that's where we get what's in each column, y'all. Okay, so if you're having trouble with the picture part and that's frustrating, it's real simple. Just find a picture of the molecule on Google, copy and paste it into here, and move on to the next collection. Hopefully that helps answer questions about what goes where if you're really confused. And for all of you that gets you collection 1, you should now have that at least done if you've been way, way behind. Use this, please, and make sure you watch the other video too, to make sure you know how to do this. And let's get this done this week, okay? So we can give you grades and we can not have to go back and do all this work over again when I get back on Monday, when Ms. Watson eventually gets back. So good luck, y'all. I will talk to you later.